beginning setup, you're going to take the level 1 cards and create a grid by playing 4 face-up next to the stack. Then the level 2 cards with 4 more out facing away from the stack. Then the level 3 cards with 4 face-up. This creates the market. Then you'll take the visitor tokens, and this is the setup for 4 players, where there's 1 more visitor than players. For 3 players to 2 players, reduce the number of visitors. The tokens get stacked here on the side, and there's also rules for number of players, how many tokens are in the stacks, so be sure to reduce those. Then there's the gold wildcard tokens. The youngest player will go first. They can choose either 3 different tokens, 2 of the same token, or save a card and get one of the gold tokens. Player 1 selected a white, a green, and a blue token as their opening move. Player 2 is going to save a face-up card and get one of the wildcard tokens. He'll then flip over and replace that missing spot. Player 3 is going to collect a green, red, and white token and call that their turn. That is the first round. You just keep going round and round like that. Now it is player 1's turn again. They're going to get a white, a green, and a blue token again. The max number of tokens is 10, and we'll go over that later. Player 2 is going to save another card face up from the face up deck and get a gold token. It's important to remember to keep these face down or in your hand because these are secret to you. Player 3 is going to collect 2 tokens. As long as there's at least 4 tokens, you can select 2 at a time of the same color. Otherwise, the 1 at a time have to be of different colors. Player 1 is going to take a face-up card and get a gold token, and then immediately replenish that missing spot for the next person's turn. Player 2 is going to save a 3rd card, which is the maximum. You can only have 3 saved cards at a time, so you can have 3 wild card tokens like that. Player 3 is going to buy a face-up card using 1 green and 2 blue, according to its cost there in the bottom left. And now they have a red development or a red card that gives them a permanent red token. It acts as a discount on future buys. Here in the mid-game, we're several rounds in. Player 1 has 7 points. They have 1 green, 2 red, and a white development. They purchase a 2nd green, giving them great discounts. Buy one of his saved cards using 5 brown tokens, a gold token, and his 1 brown discount. Player 3 is going to save a card and get a gold token. Player 1 is going to collect a brown, a green, and a blue, reaching that maximum of 10. They'll need to, on the next turn, purchase something using those tokens. Player 2 is going to collect 2 brown because there was a stack of more than 4. Player 3 bought one of their save cards using a mix of tokens and discounts, propelling their point value from 6 to 12. They're chasing the visitor strategy, where they're trying to get enough cards of the specific color to then get one of these visitors for bonus points. Player 1's doing the card buy strategy, where they will spend tokens and get a card worth of point value. Player 1's currently got 11 points, and they're going to buy some tokens here. Player 2 has got 7 points currently, but they're going to buy one of their saved cards using a mix of tokens and discounts, clearing off the tokens they have, their wildcard tokens, and propelling them up to 12 points. Player 3's turn, they've currently got 11 points. They're going to buy this 1 point ruby, giving them 4 of the rubies and 2 of, I'm guessing, chocolate sauce, aiming for that visitor. But player 1 comes in with a mix of tokens, purchasing a card worth 4 points, putting them at 15 points, and winning the game.
Splendor
Two rights and a wrong. We love the quality of the pieces. So like the casino chip tokens are super great. The cards are great. Shuffle well, play well, get put away well. And we love the depth of the strategy. How you can have different ways to get to the end state to win, where you might have someone going for all the low point cards so they can build up and start buying the high point cards, or someone going after the visiting merchant things. The depth and breadth of strategy, while also getting to see what your opponent's pieces are, so you can know like, oh, they've got 14 points, I better do something this turn or I'm done, is great. We dislike the tokens getting put away in the box. Though they have really cool holders for them, just moving them around in any way, and as you can see, they could quickly like slide around and get all mixed matched and stuff. It's almost perfect there, but that's the thing about this that we dislike.
Yeah, so we personally bought our game from Target, so the price might be different at different locations, but for us it was the $31.99. It is 2 to 4 players, and it says it plays for about 30 minutes. We find for us it's a little bit less usually, but that's a pretty accurate estimate. And then it says for ages 10 and up. And I will say that's mostly accurate as well. I know we have a 10-year-old. He is probably not patient enough. He's certainly capable of playing the game. I don't know that his patience would allow him to have a whole lot of fun, but we also know some kids who are younger, even like 8 years old, who do love this kind of thing and would have a good time and still be able to play as well. So it just kind of depends on the kiddo, but also really any adult as well. We play it, we're elder millennials essentially, and then we have some employees who are much younger than us, and they absolutely love the game too. We've got them playing it, coming in on their free time and stuff. So we know for sure that it's not just us, and they're not just humoring us. They definitely love it too. So it is tons of fun. Replaying it over and over again is also tons of fun.
Yeah, so like what she's saying, we got it maybe a month ago, and I played it more than a dozen times. She has won all but one of those games, but it's just, I have no problem losing. So I still, even having lost more than 10 games in a row, still look forward to busting this out anytime we have downtime to play. It's super easy to learn, as you saw from the beginning of our video. It's really for anyone. It's something we can play with our 18, 19-year-old employees, and something we can play with our 60-year-old, her father, my father-in-law. It's just a great game to bust out, end of the night, let's calm down, have a Earl Grey tea and play a game. This is high on our list for one of those kinds of games.
Yeah, so out of 10, we would rank this a solid 9.
Yeah, and that's that. It's hard to say a 10 out of 10 because that would have to be a really perfect situation. And with the way this is stored, even if you keep it flat, when you open it up, it's all going to be jostled. That's enough to frustrate me to where you lose an entire point. Right? That's because you have to be perfect to get a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
A 9.5 might come along if they came out with some sort of inserts in it. It's still not a perfect game. For all the gameplay and strategy elements, they're great, but not perfect.
Definitely worth owning, though. Definitely worth playing. It's a really, really good one.
Yeah, it is an A-rated game in my point of view. It should be on everyone's shelf. It's lots of fun.